Good afternoon. Just making sure I'm all set up. It is 4 o'clock on the dot. So let's get this refreshed and find you guys on here. There we are. All right. It is 4 o'clock. It is Tuesday, August 5th. Can't believe we're already in the first week of August. Welcome. This is Stampin' with Jen. My name is Jenny Fetz. Hey, Tammy, welcome. I am partnering with my friend Tammy, as we'd always do every Tuesday, for Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. And we are doing colors from the in colors, the 2025-2027 in colors, because Stampin' Up has got them on sale right now. From August 5th to August 31st, 15% off select products. I will have a link to those products in my blog tomorrow. So go ahead and catch that on my blog. I'll have information how to get to my blog at the end of this video. But I am featuring, we decided we would do some of our DSP or pattern paper with the in colors, and Tammy used the actual 6x6 DSP this morning. Beautiful, fun fold card. Matter of fact, I am going to be casing her, and I'm using that for my card next week. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I have chosen to use some of the already the other designer series paper or pattern paper that actually incorporates our in colors in it, rather than strictly as only our in colors. So you get two different ideas from Tammy and I today, which is exciting. So go back and watch her video if you didn't get a chance. I will have a link to that on my blog as well tomorrow. And let me introduce myself real quick. My name is Jenny Fetz, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from East Contra Costa County, and that is in California, just a little bit east of the San Francisco Bay Area. So welcome. And again, they have our Stampin' Up is having a sale starting today on the 2025 to 2027 in colors. That's Cloud Cover, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, and Darling Duckling. Not necessarily in my preferred order, but those are the colors, and there's 15% off specific select products. And so let's go ahead and I'll show you the card we're gonna make. And where did that sample go? I am using Celebratory Sips, and I found this actually is a sketch. Let me show it to you. It's enlarged on here. It's actually a sketch that I was given back when, when was it? Oh no, wait a minute. My computer is a touch screen, and it accidentally touched Microsoft Word at the bottom, and I don't know how that happened. And all of a sudden I had Microsoft Word up on my screen. I wasn't able to see anything. So anyway, our group, Love to Stamp group that Tammy and I belong to, they do a sketch challenge for the first 2 weeks of each month, and a color challenge the last 2 weeks of each month. And this was the sketch that we were given, and I was inspired by this for this card. And so I will be showing you this. This is our card that we're going to be making. It uses our Celebratory Sips, and this is the part, and then these two are here. And for in colors, the base is an in color. The ink that I used for shading this sentiment is in color, and so is the sentiment. This and these papers here are in colors, and so is our embellishments. And I've used all but one of the in colors. The only color I didn't use was Timid Tiger. And you might say that maybe this lemonade is it's a merge of Darling Duckling and Timid Tiger. I'd say it's more Darling Duckling. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll give you the things. And I have a little tip for you, for those of you, because we have Cloud Cover. Here's our card base, and our card base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, typical standard card base. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to burnish that along the score line. I'm going to set it aside. I have a piece of white cardstock that is 4 by 5 1/4, and what I've done is I've used the Glass and Garden embossing folder, and I did just a portion of it. It's not the whole thing, but I love how it gives just a part of it. It gives it some texture, but it's not all texture. And we're gonna go ahead and use that. And then I've also using from the Celebratory Sips, this DSP, and I don't have the package with me. It's Strawberry Slush and Spots. And then this is Cloud Cover in Stars. And then our drink here is, I would say it's Darling Duckling. There might be a tight tinge of Timid Tiger, but we're gonna go Darling Duckling. And I just love this lemonade. And then our embellishments will be Darling Duckling as well, as you can see right here. And so let's go ahead. And then I'm using the stamp set for the sentiment is Simply Said. It's one of my all-time favorites. So let's go ahead and get started with this. As you can see, I've already done ahead of time as I've embossed our paper here, and I'm going to go ahead and attach our two pieces. Our pieces here that we're attaching, our layers, are 1 1/4 by 4. Both of them are the same size, and we're gonna just sort of put them, I'm gonna lay them down here, sort of at an angle so we can see our embossing and that, but we also have room for our, matter of fact, I'm gonna move those over a little bit actually, so that I have room for my die cut with my sentiment. And this one, yes, I love how they can cut out the beverages. You know what, let me see, where is my, I'll show you. Oh, matter of fact, here it is. You can see where I've cut out beverages. This was the beverage side where you can do it. And I believe, Tammy, I don't have them, but I believe there's dies that can cut these out. Otherwise, you can easily fussy cut. And I'm not a big fussy cut person, but these I'd have no problem fussy cutting out. I like this one with the rosemary, and this one looks like it's lime with maybe there's mint or something. I love this Blackberry Bliss that's in there. This is more of your Timid Tiger right here with that rosemary. But I love the colors of these drinks. And this is a fun side too. But anyway, so yes, they cut out very nicely. I forgot to point that out. Yeah, here's another side. This one has got, I don't know what kind of plant that is, but obviously it's something you would use to garnish a drink. I really liked, where is it? I can't, I was going to use this one. I love this. It's got a little lemonade or umbrella on it with a cherry, but the umbrella was cloud cover, and I have cloud cover here, and I thought it would get lost, so I didn't do that one, but I can't wait to fussy cut that one with the umbrella on it. So let's go ahead and put those aside. And what we're going to do here, let me give you, we've got this laid out, and we're going to lay the drink right there, but we're not going to attach anything yet. I'm going to go ahead and do our stamping of my sentiment, and it is the solid images without the garnishes. Okay, so the dies will cut out the solid images, but not this one. It will only cut out this one here or this one here, but it won't cut out these. But it will cut out these cups and these beverages here. So if you're looking for something that helps you without fussy cutting, that would be the way to go. All right, let me go ahead and show you what we're going to do. Is we're going to go ahead and use Secret C to stamp our sentiment. And we're using Secret, I already said that, Secret C. And it's just a quick hello, but I'm going to show you what I do. Sometimes, and I love that worked out so good right there. All right, and what I like to do in order to help this, because it's white on white, and so it doesn't really pop. So what I like to do is do a little blending with a blending brush. Let me tell you, I discovered something. I wanted to play around with it, and I did it. For those of you who like full-size ink pads, what I did is I went to Amazon. I found this. It's an archival DIY ink, meaning that it's a felt pad, but it was blank. There was no ink on it. And so what I did is, because our cloud cover doesn't interact with felt pads, I bought a re-inker during our free shipping, and I added, it probably took 2/3 of it, and I created my own full-size cloud cover ink pad that I can use for the next 2 years. And that way I'm not trying to do everything off a small ink spot. This is great for traveling, and this is great if you want something small. But if you're looking for something large, you can find this on Amazon, and that's how I did it. So anyway, let's go ahead and we're gonna load up our brush here a little bit, sort of tap it off, and I'm just gonna go around the edges just a little bit, just to add a little color. Let's go. You can see, and it's not solid. There's still some white to it, but it adds a little pop so that when we put it on, when we put it on our card front, it definitely sticks out. So let's go ahead and attach these, and then we'll put it on this. Hi, Elaine, welcome. Oh, I'm glad you liked the idea. I knew I had it because as much as I like these, I was really struggling with using the small ink pads. So I thought, you know what? Free shipping, I might as well try it. So let's go ahead and, I forgot to clean out I left this all night long. So this is going to have a lot of ink. Another little thing that I learned is I take a straight pin if I forget to put a cap on my glue, and I go in and I just turn it around, and it will pull out any gunk that's in there, and then I'll clean that off later. So let's go ahead and put this on the little glue on the back. And we're going to put it at an angle right about there. And that gives us plenty of room. Yep, plenty of room for our greeting. And then we're going to put this one on. This, again, these are 1 1/4 inch wide by 4 inches in length. And we're going to just sort of angle it right there. This card comes together so quick and easy. All right, and here we're gonna pop this up with a little bit of foam adhesive sheets. Hashtag team foam adhesive sheets, right, Tammy? And I'm gonna just cut my own size. Let's see, we want it to go right about there. Now I have one long one rather than a bunch of little tiny dimensionals. And then I can always cut, or I can use a regular dimensional, or I can cut a small piece off here and put it right there. All right, let's go ahead and pull that off. There we go. Oops. We're going to put that right in the middle there. And now we're going to glue our sentiment on. So this paper is really fun, and it actually has all 5 of the colors in it, if I didn't mention it earlier, and I probably did. Let's get this cleared off. Put those scissors aside. And now we're just going to go ahead and attach this to the front of our card. And we're going to use a little bit of glue. Tombow, I love Tom, my green all-purpose glue, because it allows me wiggle room when I'm trying to center things. Yeah, there we go. That's nice and centered. And we're going to go ahead and do our darling duckling. Oop. Not sure what happened with those. Those came off. We're going to put that one right there because it came off. And that one lost this. Anyway, sorry, squirrel. Have you guys ever done that where you're doing something, all of a sudden you get distracted? I always say squirrel, just like in the movie Up. by Disney. All right, so we're gonna put one down here. You know what, we're gonna put a second one right about there. And I always use groups of threes. You can, or usually it's odds, but groups of threes make a triangle and it sort of grabs your attention and it draws it in. So there we go. Tom likes to party with Stella. Yes, Stella is our friend. In fact, you know what, Tammy? You just inspired me. Tom and Stella are gonna party a little bit. We're gonna put a little Stella on our drink. Oop, almost pulled the wrong end off. All right, let's see if we can make sure I get, it's been a while since I've used Stella. There we go. I'm gonna put a little bit of Stella down here and in our drink. Would have been fun if I just put it on the ice cubes, but I didn't. We're gonna put it right there. Go with the glimmer that's in our pearls, our flat pearls. And you know what? I might just do a little Stella right here in the middle of our stars. That can be seen because those like to glimmer too. And there we go. We have our fun celebratory. We're gonna say hello. You know what? I almost forgot this. And we can, you know what? Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go one step over. I'm gonna zhuzh it up a little bit. Let's see. I think I'm gonna use this side, not this side. I'm gonna use this side. Let's cut a small square, not square, rectangle. We're gonna go, let's see. We're gonna make this a 6 by 6 at first, and then I'm gonna cut this down to 5 1/4 by 4, and then, oh, nope, that did that wrong. Let's try that one again. We're gonna go 4 this way. Almost cut it wrong. And then go 5 1/4 this way. And then I'm gonna cut my white down to 3 1/4 wide and 5 long. Now, let me give you a little hint. I might even do it in this one just, nah, I won't do it in this one. And we're gonna just put this right like this. And you can see a little bit of the drinks are on the side. The whole love it, chop it thought process. If I have the paper, I might as well use it. Don't hoard it because, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, I don't know, it's like, you know, having kids. You wait for the perfect time. Well, there never is a perfect time. Use your paper. There's never a perfect time. Every time is a perfect time. So we're gonna do that. And we're gonna go ahead and put that on the inside of our card. Now, here's a suggestion. If you're looking for more space for writing a note, you can always do this on both sides. You can do the paper on this side with the white paper and then the designer series paper on this side. So you could mirror it. So if I had cut this correctly, I could probably still do it actually, but I won't. But you could, if you want to write a long note, you could always cut 2 pieces of this and put it on the inside and then put white on top of it. So there is our fun hello, and just a drop to hello kind of card for you to drop a small note on to your friends, and it's using all of, or if not, it's using 4 of the 5 in colors. We have, again, we have Secret Sea, we have Cloud Cover, we have Strawberry Slush, and we have Darling Duckling. So there you go. All of this information will be on my blog, Stampin' with Jenn, www.stampinwithjenn.com. Stampin' has 2 N's, Jenn has 2 N's, and you can find all the information you need for this, as well as a link to Tammy's so you can see her fun card that she did with Timid Tiger. The only color I didn't use here. So between the two of us, we've got all 5 colors covered, which was awesome. And next week, we're also going to be doing, oh, thank you, Tammy. I'm so glad you liked the card. Thank you, Elaine. I'm glad you liked the card. We are going to be doing in colors again next week, but we're doing a color combo, and we're going to be doing, our cards are going to look different. The only thing that our cards will have in common is the 3 colors that we're going to be using. So we look forward to sharing those with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great week, and we look forward to sharing more 25, 27 in color cards with you next week. Have a great week. Thanks. Bye-bye.